Hello everybody, this is Drew Hitchcock with tohelp1000.com, and today we're going to be looking at logo creation or branding and how to do it on the cheap, how to get things done quick and easy. So I wanted to create this video mainly as a function of some problems that I had when I was creating or looking to create a logo for a couple of different projects that I'm working on. Basically, my goal was I wanted to find an easy way to do this without breaking the bank. There are plenty of services out there that will help you do logo creation, whether it be Fiverr.com or going up to Upwork and hiring a VA to do it, as well as some more expensive options, which is basically going to something like 99designs.com. All of which are, great sites to get logos designed and to start creating a brand. But if you're on a budget and want to do this in a very simple manner, I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what I do when I need to create a logo brand on a budget and really kind of get things moving quicker rather than waiting for the lead times that a lot of those sites offer. So let's go ahead and get right in it. This is a logo that I actually created. It's a course that I'm currently working on called Web Foundations. And I got this logo idea. Obviously, it's a pretty simple logo, nothing too terribly complicated. And the process that I went through was there is a website called tailorbrands. Now, this website obviously is a paid website where you can get them to design logos for you and give you ideas of what might work for a design. So let me actually go ahead and sign in here with one of my accounts, and I'll show you some designs that I walked through. Let's see, my account. I want to see saved designs. So this is one of the brands that I worked on called the Smart Connoisseur. Let's see, Scene Brands, and then another brand that I was working on was this Business Book Mastermind, which is another program that I'm looking at. So basically, the way that this software works is actually pretty simple. Let me actually go back to the homepage and kind of walk you through what that entails. It's pretty straightforward. Basically, the first thing you do is put in a logo name. So let's say you're a plumber, LA Plumbers Inc. So you can put in your brand name, and then basically it's going to walk you through a process where it'll give you a couple of, let's see, service business services. We'll hit next, and then it'll give you a couple different options. You can do icon-based images, name-based images, and initial-based images. So what I will do is I will actually, I tend to like the icon images and the name images. Initials, I mean, sometimes look okay, but I've had the best luck with these two. So let's just go ahead and go through icon-based. And basically it says, hey, do you want something that is going to be like a standard icon that people would identify with, or do you want something that's a little bit more abstract? And basically you can tailor it from there. So let's go ahead and go with abstract, and then basically it's going to walk you through a couple of various different fonts of what are things that you like. So let's say, for instance, as a plumber brand, we want to create a brand that's a little bit more rustic but kind of has like a more modern feel to it. So I kind of like this guy. I like the curves on this, and then if for whatever reason you don't like either of them, you can just say you dislike both of them, and then it'll move you on to the next. Both of these look a little bit too complicated for me. I kind of like the simplicity of this guy. The way that this font works or looks is pretty cool, so let's go ahead and pick it. I don't like either of those. So pretty simple process. That one looks pretty good. And then basically what it will do is from this, it will actually kind of curate some design ideas to give you an idea of what are some things that you might consider. Now, the beauty of this is this gives you some interesting different things you can do. and basically it will actually output designs of like, hey, this might be something you consider. Now, this little abstract shape here, I'm not sure how I feel about that. It looks a little odd, but I mean, it just gives you some ideas. So, for example, you can probably tell that this little abstract shape here is actually pretty similar to the design that I had here. When I went through this exact same process for this particular brand, and this shape is exactly what outputted. And basically what I did is I took a simple screenshot of it, blew it up, and then recreated it because one, obviously mine is not 100% exactly the way that it was. I made things a little bit more symmetric and whatnot. But it's a very easy way to get some ideas, throw it into Photoshop, and then give you a quick and dirty logo without having to go through the process of like waiting a couple days. Now, obviously, you have to have Photoshop in order to be able to do this application, and I kind of wanted to show you another way that you can do this, and I can show you something that I used for another brand that I was working on. So that Business Book Mastermind is another brand that I'm in the process of creating. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. So yeah, so basically Get Stencil is an application where it has some Photoshop type characteristics to it, but yeah, it just gives you the ability to kind of like paste in words and put in images and icons and kind of create your image with whatever dimensions that you're hoping to do. So what I will do sometimes, like in the case of the Business Book Mastermind, I can actually go in, let's go back over to this guy, and let me go in to the scene. See more, because I can actually show, yeah, so as you can see, this is the image that I saw that I really liked and wanted to replicate. So what I did was, Get Stencil actually has a whole bunch of icons built into it, so I literally just did a search for book, and went through and kind of found some interesting ones. I think this is the actual one that I used. Basically just stretched it out to make it a little bit different, added in the text that I thought looked good with it, and was a very quick and easy way to do that, just to get you up and running and moving forward quicker. Another thing to note is Tailor Brands, they actually use customized fonts that they get from My Font, which is a website out here where basically you can purchase and download fonts. Most of the fonts range from anywhere from like $20. I've seen some as low as like $1. So it really just depends on what you're looking for, and if you're trying to match exactly the font that Tailor Brands gave you, you can always find the fonts here. It's just going to take a little bit of time to do some searching. So that is the quick and dirty way of how I create logos and brands, just as a very simple tutorial and how to do this. I'll leave links to all of the resources that I had here in the description, so feel free to check that out. And this video is actually going to be a part of a series that I am doing, that Web Foundations is actually going to be a course, 100% free. All you have to do, I will leave a link in the description where you can go and sign up for that. Basically, it'll give you your own members area where you can go in, and that whole site is going to be dedicated to some of these type of tricks where it's really simple ways to get the ball rolling on ideas and projects that you might want to pursue in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free, if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that like button, as well as if you are interested in more stuff like this, building businesses online, or just graphic design, web design, that type of stuff, feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. I'd be more than happy to continue producing content for you guys. So with that said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.